because I want you to talk about the knowledge base. I should have gotten it earlier. All of the knowledge base, the answers, the questions, you know what I'm saying? How it completely guides somebody where they want to go, where you want them to go, sales them. I just want you to talk about, well, how much more business you can get, how much more educating you can do that doesn't require you, and preparing those potential leads. You know what I mean? And I want you to elaborate. So you can tell them who you are, how they can find you, listen to the radio. But then I want you to talk about this knowledge basis for current clients, future clients, old leads, to find out more about you and be motivated to take action completely in your absence. You don't have to have an admin, a salesperson. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's answering your phone. Nobody's in your inboxes and all of that. All of their questions are in one location. And it takes them to the next step. So how do you feel about that? That's what I want you to talk about, sir.
All right. I can just start talking now.
Yep. And if you say, if I feel like you have missed out on anything, then I'm going to follow up with a question that will provoke you to answer more. So no worries. But
All right.
and it
So
doesn't have to be, this isn't formal, but it is professional.
gotcha. So hi, my name's LaRoy D. Mack, the safe money expert. I just want to take the time out to let you know who I am. I've been in business for over 21 years. I have 2 radio shows. I've appeared on TV. I just was interviewed in New York. I'm getting ready to do a book with what's his name? I can't remember his name. Chicken Soup for the Soul, Jack Canfield. So I'm getting ready to do a book with him. And I'm saying all this to let you know that in our business in 21 years, I can always get better. I can get stronger. I can do things that make a lot more sense. Stacy has made it possible for me to not constantly do something to build my business. She's given me automation. She's given me tools. She's given me FAQs where my clients can come to part of my website and find out the questions that they have or answers to the questions they have. And I don't have to be there and I don't have to pay anybody. She has given me these tools. That's why this business is so powerful. But with Stacy, it's even more powerful because I don't have to actually be there and actually do all the work. So these are the things that you need to know if you are trying to be a successful advisor. You need to understand how valuable your time is, because here's the bottom line is I make $1,000 an hour when I'm closing a deal. Am I going to spend 90 hours trying to put some stuff together on a web page and get answers and pick up the phone constantly? No, it's going to hurt my business. Stacy is giving me the tools to expand my business and blow up your weight, as one of my best friends told me. That's a term, blow up your weight. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to make sure that you get in touch with Stacy, because she can give you your time back, which gives you more time for your family and also makes you money. Thanks.
LaRoy, tell me about the information that is now inside, or expound upon the information that is now inside, not only in your head, but it's in this knowledge base, and how much repetitive answers and feedback and admin and erroneous human error you have to worry about, because not only is it informing them, it's selling them to the next step. It's upselling and inviting them to your appointment. So talk about that for me.
So that's a very good point too, because as I was telling you, time is very, very important. I'm going to be saying the same things over and over to most of my clients because they're coming and they're looking for a certain amount of information. What Stacy has done is take out the possibility of me saying something the wrong way and guiding the client to get the possible information so that they can like, oh, this is the guy. Because not only do I have this $100,000 in this 401k, I got $100,000 in my savings. But because what if Stacy's have put together, and now everybody knows all the things I do, and they can get and gather more information about what I do and what I do well, it's going to create more money for me. And it's going to also make the client feel more secure that they have found the right person. I would have never been able to do any of this online things. You might as well be talking Chinese arithmetic to me, because I have no idea how everything works. But when you find somebody who can put it all together, you're creating, a strategy that no one can take away from you. And think about it. How many life insurance agents are out there? A billion. But how many has been around for over 21 years? This industry eats you up if you don't have the desire and the knowledge. And with Stacy, I don't have to know all, what code in and all that other stuff. I can just say, Stacy, this is what I need. And she creates that. And that's why, I'm going to make more money, and I'm going to be more successful, because I don't have to do a lot of the things that's already out.
Last question. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Expound about the idea of having somebody that's helping you with the tech, but they're also a life insurance agent who's been in the field, that's a veteran. So some of the things that's in your mind, or some of the funnels that you want to implement, they actually understand the timeline and the sales cycle and what your clients need to hear and in what order. So that's a huge benefit, as opposed to an FMO, an IMO, bringing you a marketer who has a great idea, but it's a cookie cutter system that doesn't have the insurance expertise behind it. With the system you have now, if I'm understanding correctly, you feel like that's an added benefit. Can you expound about that?
So yeah, it's very important because as soon as you go to Facebook, you're going to get 75 ads telling you that if you're a life insurance agent, this is what you need to do, da, 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 da. But the secret is most of those people don't work in the field. They're just techie people. But what the benefit you're getting is that Stacy is a life insurance agent that's been out walking the streets and trying to find clients and do all the things that we did in the beginning. But she's perfected how to get that client, how to keep them, engaged and not waste your time. That's the really cool benefit about Stacy. Like, so if I hired 12 people, the tools that Stacy has given me in my business, I can fire 10 of them. And, I'm just keeping it real. Now I keep most of my money and most of my time because of the things that Stacy has embedded in my business. All right.
Absolutely. So what would you tell somebody who's like, what's working is working. And I'm afraid for tech, and I see the movement, but I'm not sure that I need it in my business. What would you tell? Because that was you at one time. And this is just your last thoughts. What would you tell someone from a veteran agent to another veteran agent who's reluctant to take advantage of these new techie skills?
So what I would tell the veteran age is, do you remember how big the first cell phone was? Do you remember, you thought you were the bomb because you had a cell phone as big as the car and you was talking to it, and it was technology. Technology has changed now. And if you are not on the right page of the new strategies and, doing things the new way, you're going to die because you're a dinosaur. Because the bottom line is you have to stay paced with what's happening and what works. And what works is you having your time and freedom and a system, because people, we don't buy businesses without systems. And if you don't have a system, you're not going to be successful. Bottom line.